Habib, where are we today?
Today we're at Speaker's Corner today, and we're here to interview some people. Maybe we could interview the Palestinian guy over there, talking about the whole issue of Palestine. You know, the city of Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine. Yep, indeed. We see Titans TV over there, the guy over there, on that side. We have there's Ali Dawah, there's Mohammed Hijab, there's the crazy Muslim Zakaria over there. There's many other different people basically, as we see. So there's so many different people. Isa, or that. Let's go fair one then. Let's go. Indeed. Right now I'm with Titans TV.
That's right, Kalam.
Kalam, yes. So what are you doing here today?
Today I'm actually here to kind of just, you know, look at the scenery and see what's going on. I'm not actually debating, I'm not filming today. That's what I usually do. I come here, I film, I show everybody what's taking place at Speaker's Corner, what's on everybody's mind, and sometimes I dabble with a bit of debates as well.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, when you do filming, like, what do you normally talk about?
So when I film everything here. So the debates, that's like religious debates, Jews, Christians, Muslims, atheists, and sometimes we do the politics as well. So that's what we get into, yeah.
Let's get into, yeah. So what do you personally believe in?
Personally, I have no beliefs. I try my very best not to have any beliefs. That's it.
Sorry, I mean, I don't know what you call it, the Kemet religion, is it?
Okay, so yeah, so I have a culture or a philosophy that I ascribe to. You know, people call it Kemet, but really and truly Kemet is just the name of the empire or the landmass itself, but the actual philosophy is called Maat. Maat is a word, a polysemic word that literally means truth, justice, balancement, harmony, order, and so forth. So that's kind of the center of my culture, which is just to be truthful, to seek knowledge, and so forth, yeah.
It's about being, basically being about your authentic self and use that as a guide. Basically.
That's right, 100%.
And that's good. Hello, so right now I'm with Raj.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, doing good, bit rainy, but yeah, other than that it's good.
So what's your reason for being at Speaker's Corner?
I originally came because I thought free speech was under attack.
Yeah.
I was a regular kind of viewer up until, like say, last year September, and then I saw the Sarah situation kind of unfold. If people know about the Sarah situation, he got death threats, real death threats, and his life was in danger. So I thought, all right, let me come to the park and see if it's really going down the route of free speech kind of being impeded. And it was. As soon as I come here, kind of things just escalated very quickly to the point that I started getting threatened and stuff within 3 weeks of free visits here. So I think that things are getting better though, because we've got more of an eclectic mix of people now, I think, since Tommy Robinson come down. Whether you agree with him or whether you don't, I think, you know, I'd even talk to a Nazi. Is there a Nazi around? If there's Nazis, I'll talk to anybody. I just want to hear what people have to say, and then you can debunk bad ideas. If you don't let people speak, how would you debunk their ideas?
Exactly. And which group of people normally does the threats and stuff?
You in terms of like trying to press people?
Trying to like pressurize people, threaten people, or that?
Oh, obviously it's the, I'm going to say, it's hard to say because I know a lot of good Muslims here, but we would say like the Sunni Muslims, the more kind of extreme side. There are a lot of Sunni Muslims that are great, and some of them actually speaking out like now, like Shamsi and Paul and a few others, but before, the Sunni Muslims would stay silent, which is just as bad in my opinion. When you see something wrong happening, and you're watching someone getting, because I've been threatened and stuff, and you're just watching, but you're not condemning the people, then yeah, you're kind of complicit in my eyes.
Yeah. And do you know any reason why they do that?
I think the problem is Islam, you know, in a way is kind of fragile, unfortunately, in the sense that once you start, because they've got put such a high kind of standard on infallibility on it, and saying that it's perfect. I always use the kind of analogy, I'm an artist, if I put a painting here or a drawing here and I just left it, people would appreciate the drawing. But if I wrote a message on there saying, oh, it's perfect, find a fault, everyone's just going to find a fault in it. And so I think this is what's happened with Islam. They've come down here and given a kind of saying it's perfect, and so people are coming in and really criticizing hard and finding contradictions and problems with it. And so I always ask the question, one question that gets people very aggravated is that in the Quran it says no compulsion in religion, but in the Hadith there's a death penalty. Yeah. So what is it? And so those things, I've had people shouting at me and getting aggressive with me just for asking that question. And I think that's what it is. When you're insecure, it can come across as, one way you can do it is to kind of defend yourself physically or violently because you're so insecure about something. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right then. Hey, take care.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, hi. Right now we're interviewing John the Preacher.
Yes, sir.
So why are you at Speaker's Corner for?
Well, I'm in Speaker's Corner talking to people about God, about a creator, about Jesus. And I believe, according to the Bible, that those who believe in Jesus, they will go to heaven.
So are you here to like save people from the misguidance?
Well, I can't save people, but what I do is to speak the word. When they believe, they can be saved.
Okay then. My other questions I like to say. What sorts of people do you normally have confrontations with when you do preaching?
Well, there's it could be anybody really. I can't say in particular, but we got different people coming and they ask questions, they heckle, and they speak a lot of things. But that's part of Speaker's Corner.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi. Hi. So
Man will never get his British passport no matter what. They're gonna do
Islam.
So what's your
mug, and for people giving him time, they're bigger mug than him.
So what's your reason for being at Speaker's Corner today?
No, I come here every week, but this morning there was this anti-fascist group here.
Antifa.
They're trying to oppose the GI group, so I was here to check things out.
Check things out. So what exactly they were doing, opposing about?
To me, I don't. They're saying they're calling the other group, the GI group, as fascist, but they themselves trying to silence the other group shows that they have become fascist themselves. But fortunately, I was able to have some conversation with some of the splinter individual from Antifa, who seems pretty reasonable. And if you look at the group of the Antifa, I mean, most of them are actually, I mean, a lot of them are quite young. They are like underage, like 12, 14, 16, which they don't even know much about politics, but yet they're here, standing firm on an ideology that they believe they're doing good, but they don't know anything. They're too young to understand politics. Yeah,
of course they do.
Just like the Muslim terrorists in Palestine and so on. Yeah.
So what's that thing about Islam you're on about in terms of the stuff Speaker's Corner on YouTube?
Can you? I don't quite understand. What am I against Islam or what?
Like what's your view about Islam?
Well, my view on Islam is not pretty. It's ugly. I would say I hate Islam to the core.
Is there any reason for that? Like,
yeah, I came from a Muslim country and I look at the whole world. Islam does not bring solution. It destroys from every country. So, I mean, Islam destroys cultures, country, governance, people, generally.
So, do you think is it possible for Islam to reform, or you don't think so?
No, it's too late to reform now. It's
too late, you say.
So the only way, if you're in the West, the only way to fix this is to get away from Islam.
Okay. Thank you.
It's coming before it's too late. And I made a prophecy last week. The more you pray, the more bombs going to drop, and it's happening. I made a statement. It's on YouTube. You can search it. Look it up.
I will.
Stop praying, yeah?
Thank you very much, Town.
Thank you.
Well, Habib.
Yes.
There you are at Speaker's Corner. How did you find it?
Yeah, it's very good because I was talking to like lots of people, you know, especially a guy named Isa who gives a different interpretation of the religion. I don't know where he is. I think he's over there, the guy with the blue mask. But I was talking to different people like Steve, who's somewhere over there, about stuff. There's Tan. There's some average guy named Omar. You know, I was talking to different people. You know.
What do you think the whole commotion earlier to the police at Tan?
It's just crazy, basically. The whole Tan situation. Have people gang up to him, they get him out of the parks. It's literally crazy. I mean, Tan should not sit there and go crazy himself, but I understand why it's crazy because he's frustrated with the whole crazy Muslim situation.
Are you going to come back next time?
Yeah, we'll probably come back next time, maybe next month or something. We might come back and then, you know, talking people through more and all that, you know.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Habib.
You're welcome. Take care.